going on, y'all? Q from 17th Letter Productions, and today I'm going to show you how I made the beat called Superhero. So as the name suggests, it was giving me superhero vibes, or times of like overcoming adversity. It was made in C# at 85 BPMs. I used loops out of Native Instruments Street Swarm and Infamous Flow expansion packs. My bass came out of Scarby's Rickenbacker, and my drums came out of Street Swarm along with Empire Breaks. So let me show you how I put this together. So here we have FL Studio pulled up here, and I have Machine as a plugin, using Machine as a plugin here. And I came across this loop, 1987 Skylark 1, that was in the Street Swarm expansion. It was in the key of G sharp minor and originally at 78 BPM. So let me show you what this sounded like originally. So that was the original sample. So I brought that loop into Serato sample and I sped up the BPMs to 85, and I actually pitched the beat, or pitched the sample up 4 semitones to put it into the key of C minor. This is not actually right. It's supposed to be C minor. So let me show you what the sample sounds like at the new BPM and the new pitch. I forgot to mention, I actually used the stem separation feature in Serato sample, and I got rid of the drums and the bass in this song and only kept the instruments. So this is the first part of the verse. So for this one, I got some pieces playing in reverse also, as we can see here. So that's the first part of the verse. For the second part of the verse, these are the chops I came up with. So you can see it's just that one little piece being looped over and over. Going into the hook for this one, I had to do it a little different because there was a chop that I wanted to play right before the hook drop, but I needed to play the whole note. So in FL Studio, I had to build out a longer loop to incorporate that into the hook also. So this pattern here we see is actually playing the last part of the verse, and then it jumps into the hook. So I'll show you what that sounds like. That note that I'm talking about is actually this note, or not note, but that chop that I'm talking about is this chop right here. I wanted to play the whole chop, so it had to bleed into the hook to sound like for it to sound like I wanted it to sound. So that's where the hook comes in. So then from there, it jumps back into the first part of the verse. I found a piano loop in Infamous Flow that I liked, that felt like it fit perfectly as a counter melody to this beat. So it just plays that loop as is. And then I actually took that same loop and I pitched it up 2 semitones, and I used that as another counter melody for the second part of the verse. For my bass, I used Scarby Rickenbacker's dub bass preset and came up with this melody. And this plays throughout the whole beat. For my drums, they all came out of the Street Swarm expansion, also the 1987 Skylark kit, which is the same kit that the sample came from. And I also added some elements from Empire Breaks. So yeah, that's pretty much the beat. It's just the sample, those samples and the bass, and then the drums. So I'll go ahead and play the full beat for you guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all could like and subscribe, I would appreciate that. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.